There was over $11.5 billion invested in digital health in nearly 800 companies around the world last year. And one of the reasons for that is the rising billions. There's billions of consumers around the world that are coming into the health market. And I think both investors, but also companies around the world are seeing these new markets and they're reimagining how to think about the future of health and serving these new markets. The Roche Flatiron Health deal is very significant for the entire ecosystem. It signals that the market's maturing. We're seeing some of the world's biggest healthcare companies work with and acquire upstart companies for their innovation. It's really a big signal. This is going to have a big impact because it's not only inspiring new startups to come in, but it's also inspiring some of the world's biggest companies, both consumer companies, but also technology companies come in and become healthcare companies. Tim Cook has been talking about how healthcare is going to be their biggest market. I first saw him say this over 3 years ago publicly. If you look at what they're doing with their Apple Watch and even their phones, they're really becoming medical or health devices disguised as technology devices. Most recently, we've seen Amazon enter the sector, we've seen Apple enter the sector, and we've seen Google be very active in the sector. So I think this is a big signal that all companies in some way are becoming healthcare companies. They see the market potential, and they really are investing heavily in owning the future of health. And I think this is very exciting. It's going to be very good for consumers and patients around the world. And it's going to really spawn and re-energize a revolution for the whole industry. I think it's going to be a big opportunity for startups that are entering the sector or that have been building in this sector, as there's new opportunity for partners, there's new opportunity for investors, and new opportunity for great new customers. It's still so early in how the healthcare sector's being reinvented and reimagined. I think investors are still exploring, still experimenting, still trying to figure out even what the business models of the future are. So we're seeing a lot of funding move in, but investors have a lot of questions. Where are the big successes going to be? Who are the winners going to be? Who are the losers going to be? And I don't think it's certain. So I think it's a moment of transition between the first phase over the last few years, where a lot of testing, a lot of small investment has gone in. But over the next few years, we're going to see a lot of breakout success stories. We're going to see more companies go public. We're going to see more M&A happen, both between very large companies, but also a lot of upstart companies be acquired for their great teams and their great innovation.